Avatar Frontiers of Pandora is an upcoming open-world game that is being developed by Ubisoft and Massive Entertainment. And James Cameron is the one that is actually taking over this project and is making sure that Ubisoft doesn't end up screwing the entire game. Now, there are some very interesting gameplay details that we've just received a couple days ago from Massive Entertainment, who have now confirmed that the game actually takes place between the timeline where, if you guys have seen Avatar 2, The Way of Water, then there's this one break scene where the movie gives you a break of 1 year later, and that is the one particular time period in which Avatar Frontiers of Pandora takes place in. And apparently we have some sad news for those of you guys who have been thinking that we can play as both the Navis, the blue Avatar guys, as well as the game could be giving us an option to play as the RDA faction, meaning the humans. And it seems like the game is actually going to give us more content that is related to the Navi story rather than playing as an RDA faction. So this means that the entire game is basically focusing more towards the Navis. So we might not be getting a player choice where you can choose between the Navis as well as the RDA factions. But then one thing that is confirmed is that you can create your own character in the game, meaning that you can choose different genders, you can create how your avatar looks and all that stuff. And here in this game, you're not going to be playing as a human that sits in one of those machines and becomes an avatar, whereas you're going to be playing as a native Navi, which means that you're playing as a character that is part of the Navi tribe. And we're going to be taking a look at the entire storyline from the tribe's perspective. So you're basically going to be fighting against the humans in this game. Now, this could of course be good news to some guys, but then bad news to many of you guys who've been expecting to play as both the factions, the Navis as well as the RDA. I myself, I was of course expecting to play as both the factions because the first game, which released all the way back in 2012, I think, that game actually gave us options in which you can play as both the Navis as well as the RDA faction, and both of which had completely different storylines that you can follow through. So there were different choices that you can make in the game. I would honestly say that that game was a perfect RPG role-playing game that I've played so far. And if you guys haven't played the 2012 Avatar game, which is released in PlayStation 3, then I think you guys have been missing out a lot about this game, because back in the days, that game used to be one of my most favorites, and I'm super happy to see that the Avatar franchise is returning once again after decades and decades of waiting. Now, another very interesting thing that is actually revealed by ScreenRant.com is that they've now said that there could actually be a possibility of introducing the Fire Navi clan. It's a clan that James Cameron has mentioned that we haven't yet seen in the movies, and in the Avatar Part 3, which is going to be the next sequel of Part 2, that is when we're going to be introduced to this brand new Fire clan. So my guess is that these guys are most likely going to be red in color rather than being the blues. So maybe they can breathe fire, or they have some super abilities where they can control fire and all that stuff. And obviously the theory kind of matches that their skin could be red or orange or yellow or whatever color they decide to go with, but I'm pretty sure that it's not going to be blue in color. So I believe that it could end up being red. So let me know down below in the comments, do you guys think that the next Navi clan, the Fire clan, are going to be red in color? Now, a lot of people are of course waiting to get to know about the release date of Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, which at this point it is a sad news that we don't exactly have a release date, but all that we know is that Ubisoft is highly focusing on Avatar Frontier of Pandora, Assassin's Creed Mirage, as well as Assassin's Creed Codename Red. So these are the games that they are currently focusing on by basically canceling every other project that they've been working on. So it's kind of a good thing in my perspective, because Ubisoft is going to be putting in a lot of work for these games in order to make it one of the finest and best games out there. So I'm super excited to see what they're coming up with, and especially since James Cameron is the one that is taking care of this game, he's making sure that Ubisoft doesn't screw up with their stupid agenda and whatsoever. Ubisoft, they always manage to screw one of the finest games every single time, and I don't know how they do it. They just always have some dude that just gives them some ridiculous ideas on how to ruin these games. And it's a good thing that James Cameron is taking care of all this stuff, and I think this game could end up being a masterpiece if Cameron takes lead of the entirety of this project. Now, Avatar Frontiers of Pandora is going to be a next-gen exclusive, meaning it's only going to be coming out for the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, as well as the PC versions. Now, of course, I will keep you guys updated with any further information that we will be receiving related to Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, as well as all the upcoming open world games, because open world games is what I cover on this channel. So if you guys are looking for a YouTube channel that basically covers all the leaks, informations, gameplays, trailers, and all the unannounced games and upcoming open world games, then this channel is going to be the perfect perfect one for you guys to go on and subscribe and turn the notifications on. And even if you guys have subscribed, make sure that you guys are setting your notification settings to all notifications, because if you don't do this, then YouTube, they just don't send you guys the notifications of my daily videos that I upload every single day, all new content, all new open world games. So you guys definitely don't want to be missing out on all of those actions. Now, of course, if you guys are excited for Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, then make sure to go ahead and drop a big fat like on this video. It also helps the channel out. It helps me as a content creator. Your like and your support, it definitely motivates me in order to make better content for you guys every single day. So please, let's just take a few seconds, show some love to your boy, and also let me know down below in the comments which console or maybe even PC are you guys going to be playing Avatar Frontiers of Pandora on. Will it be the PS5, Xbox Series X, or the PC? And with that being said, lads, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow's video. Until then, take it easy, fams, and goodbye.